Woo, I did it. Finally. I got Zoom and Facebook to talk to each other so I can go live on Zoom and I can change the background. Yay. No boring banner in the background, blah, blah, blah. So this is the first time I got it working. And I was going to have this setup where I was like eating chips. I'm like, oh, you caught me. I didn't know it was going live, but it didn't work out. But anyway, the chips are awesome. In case you don't recognize those chips, Epoche chips. Very, very good. I don't know if you can hear them. You can't eat them quietly. Let me tell you, the dog will know. Just giving you a heads up. And speaking of those chips, if you order from Epoche and you pay for a meal and you mention me, you get free chips. Ha! You're welcome. Sorry, dropped one. Ha! Okay. Whew. So let's get on with the show. Now that we got up and running, which is half the battle these days, I'll talk more about Epoche later. Let's talk about what's behind me. So this weekend, Rockin' Frocks got together with the Girl Scouts and they set up in the parking lot and they had a clothing drive for people in need and they were selling Girl Scout cookies. So, when it comes to cookies, Lance tends to like them. So we were there hanging out for a while. And I noticed later in the day, there was Girl Scouts set up in the Macedonia Rec Center parking lot. So that was very fun. They had theirs set up like contactless. Had a little system going there. If you can see. Order here. Zoom. And they just stepped out of the picture because they didn't know if they were allowed to be on camera. So that's why it looks like it was unmanned, but there was people there. Trust me. And then they were at Office Max today. They're also going to be at Office Max on the 20th. And there's going to be different places all around where they're selling Girl Scout cookies. So if you haven't gotten your cookies yet, you're bound to find one sooner or later. And obviously, if you know a Girl Scout, call them up, right? Say, hey, hook me up, girl. So I wanted to let you know about that. We did get a message to our Facebook page. Somebody wanted me to give a shout out about something here. So, of course, Facebook doesn't make it easy for me to find anything. They're always moving things around. Isn't that fun? And supposedly this year, Facebook is going to be changing the business pages. Like we really need that. So, if you go on our page, you may notice that, sometime, we don't even know when, that things are different and things may look different to you. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it. They are going to get rid of likes, but if you've liked the page, they're going to roll the likes into followers. So, I'm not exactly sure how that impacts everybody, but everybody always has more followers than likes anyway. So, but I guess we won't be like our page. We'll say follow our page. So anyways, if you haven't followed the page, I would suggest you follow the page because Facebook only shows you a small percentage of our posts. And if you follow it, maybe there's a better chance that you will see our stuff. Because I hear about it all the time. I didn't know. And it's not your fault because Facebook doesn't show a lot of our stuff to you. If you do tend to like and comment, Facebook's like, they really like this page and they may show you more stuff. But make sure it's a variety because someone told me one time, all I see is obituaries. Well, you must have liked or commented on an obituary. And Facebook thinks, they like obituaries, which is why the whole algorithm thing doesn't work. Anyway, I found the note. So Andrea sent a message. I was wondering if you can do a post for free. I want to make my family friend in Twinsburg feel special since he is struggling. So we're looking for volunteers to donate Easter baskets with stuff or find someone that wants to do it. A lot of people nowadays are in need and she wants to surprise them. So if you would like to donate an Easter basket or a gift card or something to go in an Easter basket, send us a private message. My email address is julie@nordoniahills.news. There's lots of ways you get in touch with us wherever you're seeing this. I'm sure you can find a way to get to us. You know, the smoke signals aren't really working because it's windy some days, but anyways. So I just want to get that shout out of the way. Speaking of shout outs, I want to thank Cleanland Car Wash, one of our new advertisers. And this week, coming out in our newspaper, we're putting 1,000 of these cards with coupons. We're putting inserts in only 1,000 of these. So you'll have to find one that has this card if you're interested in some deals. So there's information there on their car wash club packages. And there's an early bird special too. So that information is on the card, which will be in our newspaper. And it's not going to be in all our newspapers, but it'll be in 1,000 of them. And some of our hot spots for picking them up are Marks and Peppers. Those are the top two, I will tell you. So anyways, the paper comes out, it's kind of hard to say, depending on the weather. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is usually the distribution schedule. So look for that to a store near you. Anyways, again, I'd like to give a thanks. I can't talk. I seriously can't talk. To Cleanland Car Wash. We also have a new advertiser, Sirna Construction. Let's see if I can find their information. Of course, it's hiding from me. Hang on a second. Okay, and we do have a lot to talk about today. Here we go. So, of course, it's, I'm in the way. But Sirna Constructions is looking for office help. They're looking for someone that would work 9 to 2, Monday through Friday. Answering phones. Taking information on sales leads, filing, assisting with outside sales teams, knowledge of QuickBooks, helpful. So email resume to Sirna Construction at sbcglobal.net and talk to Donna at 440-439-0001. Yay, there you go. So there's that. Oh, I'll stay way back here. This is good. Close up is maybe not my best side, so to speak. All right, another thing to talk about. Last year, Northville Village had their banner veteran program, and we have applications on our website, nordoniahills.news. You can go on there and either apply for to be on the new banner, or you can renew your banner if you had one up from last year. All the information is on the post on nordoniahills.news. Let's see, you have to, well, you know what? I can put a link for it in the description of the show. And that way it'll be easier for you to find it. I know if you're renewing it, the deadline is the end of this month. I'm not sure if there's a deadline for the new banners, but anyways, if you're interested in getting a banner, now's the time to get that taken care of. All right, what else is on the list of things to talk about? Okay, so not much high school sport news, but for wrestling, the wrestlers are at States this weekend, and our state wrestling tournament coverage is by Jessica Archer, who's our guest writer. We have the article up. Well, actually, the article's not up yet because the final information will come out late today. But obviously it'll be in the newspaper as well. So let's see. As you know, Sal Perrine is there, and Israel Pettit, I believe. Trying to read. Reading is not one of my things. Oh yeah, Ezra Pettit. Okay, so he is a fourth place district placer who earned his spot. He had he lost his first match to the undefeated Casey Wiles from Cincinnati. In the consolation round, he won 7-3 over Jacob Shanklin of Upper Arlington. In his final match of the day, he lost to Ethan Burden from Dublin Kaufman. So he is a freshman, so we have 3 more years of watching him. But Sal Perrine is obviously the one that's been doing this forever, and he's a freshman. And so he did well. Let's see, this weekend in round 1, he handled Chase Stein from Cincinnati 19-7. In the second championship round, he beat Mitchell Broski from Dublin Kaufman. In the semifinal round, he beat Owen and Berge from Mason 2-1. So he heads to the state championship match undefeated at 48-0. He will face Camden McDaniel from Tees Valley later today. So when we find out, we will let you know. So anyways, that's why the article's not up yet, because we're waiting for the final entry. Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, congratulations to all the wrestlers this year. They did a great job, and they're always, again, they had to overcome a lot of different adversity than the normal adversity when you're an athlete. So hats off to all of them. And, we're going to be talking very soon about spring sports. So hang on for that. Hopefully we won't have a rainy season. Like some years, the games are almost delayed for like a whole month while they dry out everything. All righty. So let's move on to some of the council meetings. So Macedonia Council had a meeting on the 11th. Oh, by the way, happy Pie Day. I feel like everybody should get free pie on Pie Day. It could be pizza, it could be peach, we're really not that picky. Although some people would probably have a preference. So anyways, back to the Macedonia Council meeting. Boy, do I digress. Well, some people would say this is big news. The parking lot, oh, I have a picture. The parking lot is going to be repaved. And this is a much needed addition. Yeah, it was funny. I was over the parking lot to get a picture, showing why we need the parking lot paved. And that's when I found the Girl Scouts over there with their whole setup. So, sometimes when I'm out and about, you never know what I'm going to get. Oh, here we go. So yeah, this has obviously been a problem for a long time, but obviously these times, ooh, big crack right in the middle. It'll be so nice to get this done. So anyways, so let's see. Residents have contacted the mayor asking if more handicap parking stalls could be designated at the center. The city may have the ability to provide the additional parking spaces, but they're currently looking into it because there's just only a few spots near the front door currently, I guess, according to this. Oh, let's see. It would definitely be a benefit. There's obviously a lot of people that would like to utilize the facility who have difficulty, getting in. And that parking lot, the way it was designed, there's only a few spots that are close to the building. And I guess most of the people that go to the rec center need to work out and need to walk there, but there's some people that can't walk that far. So anyways, it's nice to see that they're going to repave the parking lot. So they're going to, they're going to move the project to August. Oh no, they're moving it from August to May because of that. The Finance Director John Veras said the city would use money in the capital improvements fund for the public lands and building to pay for the project. And it would likely cost around $300,000 for the repaving. And they're currently seeking bids for the repaving and then the handicap parking spaces. So again, like I said, they're moving it scheduled from August closure to May to coincide. So let's see, the May closure would keep facility members from having to maneuver around a construction zone and allow time for indoor maintenance improvements to be done. So they're going to be closing it while they're working on this. And that way they'll get it done faster. But he said during the closure, members could take advantage of the outside fitness opportunities that will be offered. So there'll be things maybe in the back trails or the back parking lots maybe. So stay tuned for that. Oh, let's see. There is a dog ways ordinance that was approved. So the recommendation, addressing dog waste deposited on private property. So I just can't talk as usual. The legislation will require a pet owner when off his or her own property to remove droppings from private properties, public streets, sidewalks, pathways, parks, and public facilities. If found in violation of the ordinance, someone could now be charged with a minor misdemeanor and a fine up to $150. So the police will do what they can to enforce the ordinance. Additionally, at the meeting, council heard the first reading of an ordinance to amend the city's codified ordinances relative to the operation of snowmobiles, off-highway motorcycles, and all-purpose vehicles. The existing ordinance was added a few years ago and is being revised to clarify that a permit to operate a snowmobile, off-highway motorcycle, and/or all-purpose vehicle is only good for 1 year. After a year, the vehicle owner must reapply for a permit. In the mayor's report, Mayor Nick Molnar announced Panda Express is looking to locate at the site of the former Golden Corral location. They're interested in the building and would be new to the city. And there is interest. Oh, that's the next story. But basically, the story about Panda Express is they're proposing to go there, so it is not a for sure thing yet. Let's see here. Well, I have a picture of the old sign. There we go. So that's the former Golden Corral sign. Now, I know there was some discussions about potentially splitting the lot. So potentially if Panda Express goes in there, or another business, there actually might be 2 spots available. So stay tuned. And I should talk about he also mentioned the Pizza Hut building, former Pizza Hut. It they're talking to a possible tenant for the building, and things are wrapping up, and they haven't said who, but it'll be really nice, at least to get some of these empty buildings filled. So as we all know, or I think most of us, right next to the Pizza Hut, Raising Cane's is raising up. at least the top of it. Ooh, right there we go. Looks like they're gonna have a really nice tower. I am guessing their logo is gonna go right there, but we shall see, won't we? The construction is I mean, every time I go by there, even on the one Sunday when I was there was people working. This is definitely a different look for the building here. There we go. I can't do this. It's like, this is so bad. This is so hard. Anyways, these 2 sections of the building definitely look new. And I believe I also have a side picture where you could see what the drive-through is going to look for. Now, if you think this might be a traffic issue, at least I can say that there is a back entrance. So that might help alleviate some of the, the drive-through, havoc sometimes that we see around town for other businesses. So this is the drive-through side. This faces Discount Tire. So again, the building is long, so I was going to say a lot of buildings, a lot of cars could wrap around it. Let's see if there's another. No, there's only one. Oh, no, there is 2 drive-through windows. I see. So that's good. And but anyways, there is a back entrance. You could come in by CVS over there on Sumner as well. And there is a light here on 82. So that is good. And I know that they have different markings and different routes planned for the parking lot to organize the traffic, because they do know that it's going to be congested. So I think this property, this project getting going is probably helping the Pizza Hut location get going too, because whatever goes in there is going to be very visible by all the people waiting in line at this location. So we don't know if it's going to be a restaurant or what, but as soon as we know, we will let you know. Or maybe I'll make you wait. Oh, I should tell you there is a restaurant moving, but I'm going to mention that at the end of the show. So I probably should say in the beginning, but it is what it is. All right. Now, Norfolk Village had a meeting this week as well, this past week, I should say. If I can only get there. Again, I'm on the website, nardonihouse.news. That's where I'm going. And, sometimes the news, if something comes out, it'll go on Facebook, but it'll also go on our website. So you should probably check that out. All right. So Norfolk Village Council meeting met on the 10th, which was Wednesday. And speaking of parking lots, they had previously discussed, let's see if I can find it here. Lots of pictures to show today. That's why I was really glad I wanted to get the Zoom thing up and running so I could show you what I'm talking about. Oh, let's see where to go. Things hide from me sometimes when I'm looking for them. Here we go. Yeah, this is the parking lot show. Anyways, they decided not to do anything with this empty space where the previous bank building was. They took it out of the budget, and they'll determine potentially later in the year what they're going to do with the property. And if they agree upon it, then they will add it to the budget at that time. Let's see. So they're continuing to iron out the budget for the fiscal year, and they're finalizing it at the moment. Let's see. So the changes to the original budget included adding $3,500 to afford the 800 megahertz radio expenses and $3,000 for fire department turnover gear. And they decreased the budget by taking out $20,000 for the Putlick parking, $175 for creating police department preliminary plan, $48,000 for village parking, $10,000 for extra for a tool for the fire department, and they also took out $10,000 for a storage building on Ledge Road. So they took out a bunch of stuff from the budget. They just want to make sure that they stay fiduciary responsible. That's even a word. But anyways, with the revisions made, village-wide total appropriations for the year will be $8.1 million, with expenditures still anticipated to exceed revenues overall, $101,247. So the village could use surplus money from previous years to cover the differences, however. So they'll plan for a mid-year budget review like they did last year, and they can reset and look at everything. The council likely will pass the revised appropriations at the regular meeting on March 24th. Oh, so anyways, there's a lot more information. You can go on our website and read about it. As we had mentioned months ago, there is a new business coming to the village, Animal Jungle Pet Shop. It's going to be opening pretty soon. It's in the plaza where the previous Sherwin-Williams building, the previous Sherwin-Williams location was. pretty close to where the barbershop is. I don't know if you know, kind of like in that little corner there. But it's really shaping up. It's really going to be really nice. And it's actually going to be a destination. It's like going to be a place to go, like maybe on a rainy day or on just a nice day when you want to take a ride. They already have another location. So this is an established building, business. So anyways, that is really going to be very nice. And, you know, we already mentioned there is a Russian restaurant coming soon to the Wing Warehouse location. So there's and you know, not that long ago, Wing Wei set up business in the village. So I think the village is definitely sizing up very nicely. But again, you can, you know, I'm just trying to give you the highlights. And, you know, that's the difficult thing about an area. You know, we're in the Nordonia School District, basically. That's why we're called Nordonia Hills. And it's 4 communities plus Boston Heights. So we have Macedonia, Norfolk Village, Norfolk Center, and Sagamore. And, you know, it's hard to know what's going on in all the places. So we try to help you know what's going on because it's very difficult. And, you know, if you live in Macedonia, things that happen in Norfolk Center could impact you. Oh, and speaking of which, the new proposed Panda Express is in the JED. So that is, you know, Norfolk Center is going to have something to say about it, and Macedonia. So, you know, it's kind of like on the border there. So, you know, and the people on Sagamore really need to know what's happening in Norfolk Center. And obviously everybody, you know, drives through the village and they need to know what's going on in the village. So one of my challenges is knowing what's going on so I can help everybody find out what's going on. So if there's something you know about that you want me to get the word out, like the lady did about the Easter baskets, let me know. Because we're only as good as our information that is given to us. So speaking of the village, I just want to talk a little bit about bin treasures. It's been a thing now. I kind of go there either Friday night or Saturday morning when they are loading up the bins. Look at this. I found a nice, really cool bicycle. They had a couple of these. Now, I'm not sure if the bicycles are still there. They did have quite a few bicycles. But, you know, I just want to let you know that Bin Treasures has lots of really cool stuff. They have the stuff in the bins, which you never know what treasure could be in there. And then they have premium bins that have, you know, like coffee makers and things like that. And then they have the general store where you could get chairs and beds and headboards and treadmills, and they have air conditioners now. You know, they have toys, they have food, they have clothing, swimsuits. And basically it's all new stuff. It's overstock from major retailers. In fact, this last shipment, they got like 4 major retailers shipment in, and they always have a lot of bedding and a lot of housewares. So if you haven't checked them out, it's Bin Treasures. They're in Norfolk Village, where the Dolphin restaurant used to be. So if you're driving into the Norfolk Plaza, it's over on the right. Trying to think of, the Dolphin restaurant used to be there. I think years ago Nature Stone was in there as well. But anyways, not far from the liquor store. So check it out. And every day, like Saturday, things are $10, and then it kind of goes down by every day. But then they also have special items like the bathing suits and the Easter stuff and St. Patrick's Day stuff that's marked down even further. And coming soon, they are going to have, definitely not this week, but maybe next week after that, mystery boxes. And there's like a set price and you don't know what's in them. So, you know, I told you there's a lot going on. All right. So, oh yeah, Loose Moose. Let me tell you about Loose Moose. I've got some coupons for you. And these will actually be in our paper. And we'll put them out on social media. Let's see, here we go. Ooh. So, you know, I keep talking about Loose Moose. If you haven't heard, they're under new ownership. And they're, they've been open, I think, since December. They have really good food. I think pretty much all the food that you see here I've tasted. I'm telling you, they have really, really, really good wings. The wings were delicious, and they were larger than some other wings I've had in the area. Anyways, great food. They have karaoke on Fridays. I did go. That was a lot of fun. I got to sing. They have, they have a bar. So if you go there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there's 3 meals. Depending on if you get one of those 3 meals, you get one draft Miller Lite. I'm really not a beer person, for free. So anyways, you'll have to go there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to see what that special is, more details. But anyways, these coupons, which I'm kind of just showing you a little bit of, will be on our social media. We'll put them on our website. Loose Moose will have them on their Facebook page shortly, and they'll be in our newspaper. So suddenly we're getting a lot of coupons in our newspaper. How about that? All right, so speaking of food, I have some Epoche news for you. Let's see, I've got a list here. There's always something going on with Epoche. They're always changing things. So coming this week, is they're going to have a new menu. So they're going to a Chow Now menu. So that'll be coming out soon. They're going to start a Taco ICU section of their menu. They're going to have different levels of heat for their tacos. So they're introducing it with level 1. Obviously there's going to be a name for it, but it's not named as yet. And then next week, they'll be open starting on Wednesday. So not this week, but next week, they'll be open Wednesday through Sunday. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So this is the surprise. They are moving. Epoché International Kitchen is moving. Da, 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 da. They are going to Sagamore. I think I got a picture of the spot. So they're not going far. They're still going to be in the Nordonia area, and they're still going to be involved in, everything. In fact, this weekend there was a St. Barnabas fundraiser, and they would like to do more fundraisers. So if you have an organization that needs funds raised, contact Epoche. Again, I'll have information in the description. So anyways, here is the spot. It is in Sagamore Hills, where, I don't know how far you go back in town, but Subway used to be in this spot years ago. It's right next to the bank that moved out. Can't remember the name of it. But anyways, there's a karate place in there now. So they're right next to the karate place. But they're not there yet. It's going to take quite a bit to move them. Lots of things, a lot of logistics and equipment. So stay tuned. We'll let you know when he's moving. But it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. I keep saying that. Let's see. Well, anyways, I think I jabbered enough today. But thank you for listening, and thank you for putting through with my ramblings and jabberings and such. But my heart's in the right place. I just want to get the word out what's going on around town, which isn't always easy to do, I must say. So I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any questions or anything you want to let us know, again, my email address is julie@nordoniahills.news. Make sure you get that right. And or you can PM us on Facebook. It's probably the best way. And anyways, so I hope you guys have a great week. It's Julie D signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.